Stipe show tonight. It wasn't about him, it was about me. Because I'm the champ. I broke the record. I'm the best. I'm the greatest heavyweight. I defended it 3 times. No one's ever done that.
Big shot! It's all over! Why he still does that? Good right hand by Stipe. Arlovski's hurt.
Perhaps Maldonado. Oh! Big right hand there! Right hand up top! In trouble! Miocic is getting the belt back!
Despite its short history, the sport of MMA has a lot of GOAT lists and frequent heated debates about legacies. The heavyweight division automatically produces the baddest man on the planet, so who the greatest big guy is always a hot topic. While pointing to a single name in the sport as a whole is an impossible task, the greatest heavyweight in the UFC is easy to figure out. With 3 consecutive title defenses and 4 overall in his 2 title reigns, Stipe Miocic's accolades are unmatched. But he is not your stereotypical fighter. Miocic is not a street fighter, not someone who had to escape the slums by any means. Stipe is just a humble, regular blue-collar guy, working as a firefighter-paramedic during the day. But make no mistake about it, once the octagon door closes, Stipe becomes one of the toughest fighters on the planet. What allowed him to reach the peak of MMA is a combination of physical and mental traits. Standing at 6'4", Stipe is lean for a heavyweight and one of the more athletic and agile fighters in the division. He has tremendous boxing skills, but also frightening power. Instead of leveraging punching power like most heavyweights, Stipe relies on a more technical approach and does not overcommit, which is also aided by his almost otherworldly ability to generate knockout power while moving backwards. Add to that a solid jab, feints, inside leg kicks, elite-level single-leg takedowns, powerful top control, and perhaps most importantly, the ability to adapt his game plan have made Miocic truly world-class. On top of his fighting skills, Miocic has always been an exemplary champion outside the cage, driven by a strong sense of honor and loyalty. Perhaps exactly the reason he's a firefighter and family man, uninterested in making a spectacle of himself, is why Miocic was never truly appreciated at large. But his dynamic fighting style, violent finishes, and record-setting title runs leave no doubt who the best heavyweight in history is. Stipe Miocic was born and raised in the blue-collar culture of Cleveland, Ohio, as the son of 2 Croatian immigrants. Like many other kids, Stipe found an outlet in sports at a young age, and he details his childhood as playing sports with his friends from dusk till dawn. Unlike many fighters, though, he never showed an inclination for fighting early on and wanted to play big-time baseball. His athleticism developed through sports would later prove instrumental as a mixed martial artist. As a high schooler, he also started wrestling and even reached NCAA Division I while at Cleveland University. His wrestling experience earned him the vacant spot at Strong Style MMA Gym as a training partner for former UFC fighter and King of the Cage super heavyweight champion Dan Bobish. What began as a means to support himself turned out to be the turning point in Stipe's life. Not only did he impress the people at Strong Style with his skills and determination, but he also met coach Marcus Marinelli, who has remained his head coach and close friend throughout his career. For some time, his interests aligned with boxing. With barely 8 months of experience, he became the Cleveland Golden Gloves champion. With skills both on the feet and on the ground, Stipe focused his attention on MMA and debuted in 2010. In just over a year, he ended his first 6 pro fights with devastating knockouts, quickly earning a spot on the UFC roster just when the sport was exploding into mainstream popularity.
Born in Euclid, Ohio, Stipe Miocic.
The epic record-setting heavyweight run began at UFC 136 against Joey Beltran.
Which was actually due to leg kicks.
See how he's doing that?
Beltran.
Look at, he dropped down and picked up that single. He's a gorilla. That kid is strong. So note how when he's punching, he's not really.
Miocic, he's doing a good job of trying to keep it on the outside.
Oh, Nice
over the
right
top.
hand.
Beltran picking up the pace here early, Joe.
He landed a right hand there. Oh, look how easily Miocic takes him down. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going for an Americana on the arm. He let it go, and he lets Joey back up.
Although still unpolished, Stipe showed the agility, footwork, and hand speed that would take him to the top and edge the veteran by a unanimous decision.
He landed a good right hand there.
Uppercut miss. Stipe Miocic with an uppercut of his own.
And Joey landed a good right hand.
Miocic and Beltran go the distance.
Stipe Miocic.
Stipe, this was your UFC debut. They didn't give you any kind of a joke for your first fight. I mean, how tough did you expect the fight to be, and then how are you feeling after the fight?
Exactly what I thought it was going to be. Hard as hell. It was tough, but, I mean, I needed that. I needed to go a distance, I needed to feel what it feels like to go in 3 rounds, Push through it, and now I feel great. I'm ready. I'm a little beat up, of course, like any other fight, but hey, it was fun. Experience is what I need, and going against a guy like that with the wars he's had against everyone, I loved it, I want people to know me. I hope tonight show them I know who I am. And I'm ready to keep working my way up, and it's experience is only keep getting better. So.
In his second UFC appearance, Cleveland's pride needed a lot less time to finish the job. After eating a couple of strikes, Stipe showcased the ability to land meaningful punches on the back foot, something that would prove instrumental later in his career, and quickly dispatched Phil DeFries.
Guys landing at will here. Good action early.
Big right hand from Stipe Miocic. He has him rocked. This fight is over.
Stipe Miocic makes quick work.
In his third fight for the UFC, Stipe had to adapt on the fly, as debutant Shane Del Rosario matched Stipe's speed and utilized the southpaw rear left kick to heavily punish his body.
Now he goes outside the opposite way.
And that's
an inside
I think
leg
that's
kick.
very important for him to attack the legs like that.
Miocic,
And again, as he lands it into his forearm,
the victim of a big left cross in this matchup.
Del Rosario lands it again. And again, Miocic is hurt.
There's that straight left we talked about. Joey's, he's mixing it up very
Yes, he
well.
is.
Oh my! Nice counter. Very fast-paced
Beautiful
first
left
round
hand.
in this heavyweight fight.
Him up for another kick. Good combination.
Another slip and rip with
And
the
again,
combo.
head kick.
Likes the kick.
Miocic
Got the
gets him
takedown.
down.
Stipe with a big elbow.
But it's hard for him to close the distance like
Del
he
Rosario.
gets the takedown again.
Big right hand.
Big shots by Miocic.
Realizing that he was not going to outstrike the Muay Thai specialist, Stipe returned to his wrestling roots and rearranged Del Rosario's face with elbows on the ground.
He's starting to break down Shane Del Rosario. Oh, another big elbow. These may be
He's
it.
badly hurt, Mike.
That is it.
That's it.
It is all over.
Stipe Miocic.
With back-to-back solid performances, Miocic was given his first main event against Stefan Struve, which would also prove to be his first setback. In the opening round, Stipe slightly edged the skyscraper by investing in body shots and some good right overhands.
Land that big overhand right. Followed up with a flying knee.
The shin glances the head there. Right.
Definitely very technical.
In the second round, both fighters were more aggressive and landed, but it was Struve who came out on top.
But everything comes off of that jab. He's backing Miocic up now.
Yeah, Miocic has a great chin. It is being tested here.
And he's setting up that big uppercut now. Struve on his back. See if he can rail things in there.
Midway point of the second round.
Oh, he just hurt Struve with the right hand. That jab is, remind everyone, these are heavyweights.
I was just gonna say the pace here, and Miocic almost went down there.
Struve had to have known there on his right eye. Miocic is hurt. Struve's gonna finish it here.
Miocic somehow staying on his feet. That might do it.
Those uppercuts from Struve.
For this contest at 3 minutes, 50 seconds of the second round.
Next on the timeline was a co-main event spot at UFC 161 against nuclear hitter Roy Nelson. Stipe knew well what he was up against and employed perfect tactics. He kept his distance and used great footwork to angle off and fire straight right hands. He was landing at will when moving back and when pursuing Nelson.
And again, nice
and over again.
Stipe is going off here. Nice knee as well. Good sprawl. Moving constantly to his right. Nice jab by Miocic. Nice left hook. Good right hand. Well, got rocked.
Still over a minute left in the round. Big connection by Miocic. Hey, bad spot here.
Elbows in the clinch as well. Oh, beautiful.
And again. Uppercut.
The result of this masterful performance was 137 significant strikes.
He took this fight lightly. I know he took it on short notice.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he's getting tagged.
Yeah.
Miocic is going off.
Which only the granite head of Roy Nelson could have endured without falling.
I'm going to go with more than one.
Nice short elbows by Stipe. Handles that nicely. Nice kick to the body.
That's what he's done thus far.
Sometimes they come back better, and that's what Stipe looks tonight. This is the new improved Stipe Miocic.
The effects, well, a lot of them were the punches.
Good combination by Stipe.
There's a clean
Beautiful
connection.
combination.
Perhaps soon to be very heralded. He's going for it.
But Stipe's blocking everything and landing his own. Nice uppercut.
To land that big right hand.
Oh, clean right hand. Again, fakes it. Power is so good that he relies on it so much, fed him greatly, but it's also stopped him.
Looks at the clock.
He looked up at the clock because he knows he won. Nice right hand by Miocic and a nice knee. What a combo.
Way to finish. All Stipe tonight, man.
That's all Stipe.
Stipe Miocic.
Stipe continued his march up the heavyweight rankings with a decisive win against Gabriel Gonzaga. He controlled the stand-up exchanges and mixed in some good ground and pound to earn the decision victory.
Nice inside leg kick by Miocic. To work with, but you need more. Thrown at him.
To the body by a heavyweight in a 3-round fight.
And the one where Gabriel connected it, he's training with Daniel Cormier and all the animals in the American Kickboxing Academy.
Gonzaga thinking about getting back up, swinging on his way. He slipped.
He may look to drop in there with a punch.
There it is.
Hammered him.
1, 2, and out.
Hammer fist.
Now he's in a good spot.
Oh! Good one.
Wow, big ground and pound, trying to finish him.
And Gonzaga trying to hammer fist him from the bottom. Had him in a half guard.
15 seconds. Great performance by Stipe Miocic.
Stipe Miocic.
After going to the judges' cards twice in a row for the first time in his career, Stipe traveled to Brazil for a 35-second KO victory over Fabio Maldonado. A beautiful short step back into a right-hand stung Fabio. And another cross seconds later earned Miocic the Performance of the Night award.
Perhaps Maldonado. Oh, big right hand there. Stipe Miocic looking for the quick finish, and he's got it.
Stipe Miocic.
You said you were going to be the first man to knock out Fabio Maldonado. You get it done. How'd you feel about a fight that candidly didn't last very long?
Yeah, I was real nervous, you know. I mean, that guy, he's a tank. He keeps coming forward, he doesn't stop. I need to get my shots in, and, you know, I got an open break, and I found with a good punch, you know, and, you know, maybe not have it happen again, but, you know, today was my night.
You were supposed to share this octagon with the former heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos here tonight. Is that the fight you would like to see materialize next?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great to fight Junior, you know, but he's hurt. I hope he feels better, you know, I hope he gets better and, you know, gets well soon, and, you know, to keep getting better and training hard.
Primed to start facing the top fighters in the division, Stipe headlined a UFC on Fox card as an underdog against former champion Junior Dos Santos. With both fighters known for their crisp boxing, the fight delivered on the hype and became an instant classic. Both men landed heavy shots in the first, with Stipe mixing in some wrestling to make Junior work and tire out. The plan looked like it was working, and in the second, Miocic was more comfortable in boxing range and used the jab to set up notable strikes and bloody up the former champ.
And a big right hand by Stipe. These guys are exerting a tremendous amount of energy. There's a big right hand on the break with hard shots. Oh, good hard shot. Good right hand by Stipe.
They clinch.
Just when it appeared Stipe would pull off the upset and be fully in control, the Brazilian landed a beautiful counter left hook and instantly turned the tide.
Stipe is still moving forward and staying right in his face.
To the body goes Miocic. Great competition. But this is definitely the toughest test, as we've said.
Heading into the championship rounds, both men were exhausted and the tempo slowed. But the slugfest got a fitting conclusion.
It's been his go-to punch. Looks for it again.
Junior's hurt.
Seconds. Caught him with that left again, over the top.
And in the fifth, when everything was left in the octagon, the judges had a hard task on their hands, but gave the nod to Dos Santos.
Taste again here tonight.
Good right hand by Stipe. And another. And another.
Caught him on the chin. They go the distance.
What a fight. What a war.
Junior Dos Santos.
The loss proved to be an invaluable learning experience and fueled Stipe's historic first championship run, which began with a brutal battering of Mark Hunt. Stipe never gave the Super Samoan a chance. Using his crisp boxing, subtle head movement, and fast hands, Stipe constantly peppered Hunt.
Jab.
Oh, big right hand there from Miocic.
And another one. Approach the 2-minute mark in round 2.
Miocic possesses enough power that it is not necessary to load up on his punches, and this always works in his favor and allows him to be faster than most of his opponents. Miocic also mixed in takedowns to tire Hunt out and deal additional damage on the ground. Although Hunt did land some shots, he was constantly battered, and the damage was clearly visible.
He lifts the left leg of Mark Hunt up to take away the get-up. And now Stipe's starting to pour it on. Back to his feet.
Oh, big knee there for Miocic.
Midway through the fifth, he was completely spent, and the ref mercifully stopped the beatdown.
Fight back, Mark, fight back.
He's got to stop it here. That's
And there is the stoppage at long last. His star continues to shine.
Stipe Miocic.
Usually you come in and out a lot. This time you really pushed the action. You were in Mark's face. You were in the pocket trading with him. Was that to prove a point, to show everybody that in the striking department you do have an advantage? Because everybody was saying Mark had an advantage in that department.
You know, like you said, Mark, he's got bombs in his hands, like everyone says, and he does. But I feel like my boxing is one of the best in the heavyweight division, and I prove that.
You outlanded Hunt on a total of 361 punches to 46 punches. The 361 total strikes landed, but you actually set a new UFC record as you broke Royce Gracie's total of 355 strikes that he landed at UFC 5 in 1995.
It's pretty cool, man. It's cool to be part of something, but like I said, all I care about is getting that W, man. No matter how many punches, it could have been 10 punches, it could have been 4,000. I don't as long as I get the W.
But is there anything you would improve? Anything you look at and would want to work on for your next fight?
Yeah, everything, man. Just keep evolving and keep getting better every time. Every time I feel like walking the octagon for a fight, I'm better than I was last time.
Miocic was then booked to fight in a title eliminator against former champ Andrei Arlovski, and he knew he had to make the most of this opportunity. Miocic has the ability to generate tremendous power in his right hand without any windup and with a slightly lifted elbow. And this is exactly what felled Arlovski in the very early stages of the fight. Within 1 minute, Stipe was the new heavyweight contender.
Oh, good right hand by Stipe.
And he caught him.
Arlovski's hurt. This could be it. It's it. It's all over. Wow.
Just right there.
You just ran over the Dana White and screamed, "I want my shot." You're gonna get it.
Get me popular, I guess, right? Come on, give my shot. Come on.
The odds of winning the title were not in his favor. He was up against newly crowned, undisputed champion Fabricio Verdum, who had submitted Cain Velasquez in his backyard in Mexico. The Brazilian was on his home soil, in a stadium packed with 45,000 fans, waiting for Stipe to be brutally stopped and chanting, "You will die."
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Stipe Miocic.
In front of the largest crowd in Brazilian MMA history, Miocic proved he has the nerves of a world-class champion. Verdum decided early he wouldn't try and technically outbox Stipe and press the action, but fell into a strong right as Stipe was moving rapidly backward. Seconds later, the scenario repeated, but this time, the short right hook from Stipe face-planted Verdum, to the dismay of the Brazilian crowd. The UFC had a new heavyweight champion.
Fabricio aggressively attacking.
Oh, that's it! It's all over! Stipe Miocic!
And new Stipe Miocic.
The following title run of 3 defenses remains the standard for heavyweights. First in line was combat sports legend Alistair Overeem, who declared Miocic was not dedicated enough and that his inexperience would cost him the title. After traveling the world to beat fighters in their backyards, Stipe was finally home, and the sold-out home of the Cleveland Cavaliers was treated to a short but memorable fight.
Here we go!
Overeem's experience did help him get a sneaky knockdown early on.
Oh my goodness! Finish it right here, right now! He's out! And he's chasing Overeem down!
That's all he got. Miocic hurt the challenger with his technical combinations of short punches on multiple occasions until a caught lazy kick transitioned the fight to the ground.
Good combination.
He hurt him again. He hurt him
uppercut.
and a knee to the body. Boy, I don't like his defense at all. All right, tag him again.
Combination.
These weird, crazy punches.
Stipe on top.
There, the champ punched the head of Overeem through the canvas for his first title defense.
Big shot!
He's out.
It's all over!
And still, the undisputed UFC champ.
Oh wait! Oh wait! Oh wait!
After the loss to Junior Dos Santos in their epic match, Stipe told his coach, "I can beat this guy," and the proof would come 3 years after their first meeting. This time, Junior was the underdog, and for the brief time the match lasted, he was on the back foot. The Brazilian managed to hurt Stipe's lead calf, but did not have the time to capitalize on it. The champ was landing his signature right cross while pressing forward until the decisive one landed near the fence and Dos Santos was done.
Understand why he still does that.
Stipe looking at hooking to stop it, and he will. Stipe Miocic retains his UFC heavyweight title.
Throughout his entire career, Miocic has held a quiet dignity lacking in many other champions. He has remained grounded and unshakable in wins and losses. He is friendly to everyone and does not engage in trash talk.
Should I get a slingshot too?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Are you Stipe
I am.
Miocic?
I am.
Holy
What's up, bro?
shit. Thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Pleasure meeting
Do
you,
you
man.
think I could get a picture with
You know, I'm not in the picture. I'm just joking. Of course you can.
And the UFC have always clearly favored more marketable fighters. And the colossal African man, Francis Ngannou, certainly had the backstory and earth-shattering power to sell a lot of pay-per-views. And in the build-up to Miocic's third title defense, It seemed all the promotional efforts were spent on him.
Francis Ngannou has the world record for the most powerful punch. His punch is the equivalent to 96 horsepower, which is equal to getting hit by a Ford Escort going as fast as it can.
As the reigning champion, and on a chain of violent finishes, Miocic naturally felt disrespected.
You know, he's a big, strong, tough dude. It's hard. I mean, what kind of car was it?
Ford Escort.
Ford Escort, as fast as it can. I mean, that's pretty powerful. I mean, I'm probably like a little bug or something. I don't know. But, you know, good for him. You know, I mean, let him get all the hype you want.
But as usual, this did not break his composure, and he went to Boston to do his usual business, which is fighting. On fight night, Ngannou quickly wilted under the masterful game plan and well-rounded skill set of the champion. Stipe came out wrestling from the start, while Ngannou was intent on decapitating him with every punch.
Stipe. Oh, big right hand over the top for Ngannou. Right now against Ngannou. He's got to keep moving just like this.
Good head movement by Stipe.
Better shoot it, Bacon.
Oh, he got tagged.
But the violent storm ended quickly, and the champ landed a couple of beautiful counter right crosses.
Has developed.
Once the fight hit the ground in the first, it quickly became evident that the challenger didn't have the grappling skills to fend off the champion, and quickly lost his cardio.
Stipe needs a quick ducking. Nice 1-2. Beautiful. He's hurt. If he got the takedown or not.
From the second to the fifth, the fight was as one-sided as a championship fight can be, and Miocic became the most dominant champion in UFC heavyweight history with 3 consecutive defenses.
Yeah. Standing and cheering in Boston, Stipe Miocic, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
I'm here right now with the baddest man on the planet.
I mean, I'm not the scariest, but I'm the baddest.
You're the baddest. It's unquestionable. You became the first man to defend the heavyweight title 3 times in the history of the sport.
Hey, this don't mean shit. I'm gonna be a dad. That's all that matters to me right now. I'm having a baby. Hell yeah!
It was kind of a weird situation. You're the champion. You defended the title twice. Yeah, you were the underdog. It was the Francis Ngannou show, it seemed like, in a lot of people's eyes. You know, now that you won the title or retained the title, had the performance you had tonight, dominated Francis Ngannou tonight, you're about to become a dad. I mean, what is that all like? I mean, it's got to feel incredible right now, right?
It was a Stipe show tonight. It wasn't about him, it was about me. Because I'm the champ. I broke the record. I'm the best. Listen, man, I got the fighting spirit, bro. It's going to take a lot more to take me out. Ford Escort, Ford F-150, I don't really care. I'm going to keep coming.
Do you have anybody that's on your radar for what comes next?
Yeah, you know, when my daughter's born and she's like 18, starts dating, I mean, every dude that she can start talking to, I'm going to smash them. You ever watch Bad Boys? Bring all my boys over, it'd be a good time.
The next big chapter of Stipe Miocic's career would revolve around one man, Daniel Cormier. Cormier was the light heavyweight champion and was returning to the heavyweight division, where his career began, in an attempt to become a double champion. The super fight started in favor of Miocic, who was the bigger man and landed his combos. But Cormier's hand fighting was having an effect in allowing him to land powerful punches of his own. Near the end of the first, as the pair separated from a clinch, Cormier unleashed a short hook and wrote his name in the history books as the second simultaneous champion in the UFC.
And then he clinches. Exactly what you gotta do. Oh, he hurt it!
The loss of the title, the dissatisfaction with the UFC's treatment, and the birth of his daughter pulled Stipe away from the octagon for a year. Instead of going back in the mix, he patiently waited for Cormier to recover, face him in a rematch, and win back his title. The rivalry only got more heated, as Cormier was instead campaigning to fight Brock Lesnar in a money fight. Then the UFC signed Derek Lewis as the first title defense for Cormier, and again ignored the former champ. Nevertheless, the Lesnar fight never materialized, and UFC 241 was the time for redemption for Stipe. Cormier looked impressive at the beginning of the fight. He was landing hooks from the clinch exchanges and did a spectacular slam on the challenger. Cormier's hand fighting was creating serious trouble for Stipe, and he was not able to make the reads on the incoming, deceptively fast punches. While Cormier was neutralizing the offensive Miocic, landing hard punches from up close and marching him down, towards the end of the second, it was clear the effort was taking its toll on his cardio.
But look how DC's fighting. Right hand gets through. Oh.
Goodness.
Oh, and he got caught there.
Nice right hand on the ear by Miocic.
Setting everything up by you chasing his head.
There's a kick from Cormier, putting it all together.
Things started to shift in the third, and by the fourth, Stipe was much fresher and had made a critical adjustment. He moved the line of attack to the body, which was open, and a few left hooks completely took the soul of DC and opened up his head for attacks. Miocic was relentless along the cage and reclaimed his title.
Beautiful left hooks to the body. Oh, another one.
So some tactical changes.
Oh, again. Thinking the DC's
well for a man his size.
Oh, again.
Oh, DC knows he's
oh. Those are
now right hand up top. Cormier in trouble. Oh, DC in the world in trouble. He is down.
Oh, that's it.
Stipe is down.
UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Following the second fight, Stipe required eye surgery to repair the damage caused by the eye gouges of DC, and when COVID hit in 2020, Miocic refused to fight because he felt responsible for helping his fellow firefighters as first responders. The UFC and Dana White threatened to strip him of the belt, but the third fight with Cormier was eventually booked for August 2020, exactly a year after the second fight. The rubber match was a fitting end to an epic rivalry. Both guys started where they left off, with Stipe having success with body shots as a counter to the long guard of DC, and DC landing heavy hooks up close.
To grab the hands of your opponent, your body's open.
Oh!
He heard
Near
him.
knockdown.
In the second, Stipe continued to mix body and head strikes, and Cormier struggled to find the right response.
Underhook again. He's looking for that. He's looking for it.
Oh, big right. Cormier goes down late in the round. Round two for Miocic here.
Oh,
wow.
I think he's still hurt
Yeah. Tendency to dip to the right.
though. He leans that way, and that's sick.
Oh, not gonna take him down from here. Oh, we just clipped him. Oh, good right hand. Big right hand by Stipe, and a beautiful one by DC as well.
Unfortunately, just like in the first two fights, eye pokes played a role, but this time it was DC who suffered. Both had success in the championship rounds.
Checked a few of them, he checked out. Oh.
But it was Stipe who controlled the fight,
Good combination there by Stipe. Beautiful jab.
grinding DC along the cage and landing right crosses.
Oh.
And that is it.
Kill the undisputed Stipe Miocic.
After 5 hard-fought rounds, Miocic was crowned the winner of the greatest heavyweight trilogy in UFC history. While Miocic was dueling with Cormier, the Predator Francis Ngannou rallied back after his humiliating losses to Stipe and Derek Lewis, with 4 first-round knockouts, and was back in contention. This time, the Cameroonian had added patience and technique to his inborn earth-shattering power. He defended the early takedown attempt from the champion and even punished him hard. Stipe wore the damage well.
Look at this. Big ground strikes here. Stipe, one of those
real
clean.
trouble.
Oh, huge right Miocic.
But was more static than usual, and not much happened until the end of the first. In the second, Miocic tried to get his offense going, but was met with a switch straight left.
And leave these big openings.
Oh,
Stunned.
knockdown for Ngannou.
Moments later, he landed his trademark right on the back foot, only to get slept with a huge left hook by the Predator.
Nice counter right from Miocic. Who's knocked down and out? Francis Ngannou.
Undisputed Ngannou.
The end of the road is near for the 41-year-old Stipe Miocic. Stipe is a champion that more fighters should emulate. Outside the cage, he's a man with his values in all the right places. And as a fighter, his tactical approach, technical boxing skill set, and unwavering determination should be used as a blueprint for future heavyweight champions.